talk about ducks.
Hello, everybody. We are back.
Hello! Where did we go? Let's talk about squat today.
Let's talk about squat.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing in my world.
Really? There's so much in your world. How can you say that?
I'm going to eat fried chicken today.
Mmm.
Haven't had it in forever.
Wait. So, yeah, we looked up a new Paula Deen. Woohoo, Paula Deen.
And you never heard of Paula Deen?
I had never heard of her before. I was actually checking random videos how to make the chicken batter. And there's something about her voice. Just that
She
laugh.
was country.
I just love it. It's like
I
the
just
Pillsbury
can't believe
Doughboy.
you don't know who Paula Deen is.
I had never heard of it.
That makes no sense.
I was Rachel
She's like
Ray.
the most famous person. She's more famous than Rachel Ray.
You know what? I can believe that with that dialect.
Yes, I think she has restaurants.
And I smelled that chicken. I want some of that hot sauce she has.
I think she's the restaurant where people wait hours to get into.
You know, I don't know, but she said that they had not had fried chicken since they closed the restaurant. So I'm thinking maybe that restaurant may have closed during the COVID. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I didn't research it. I don't know what she meant by that statement.
I think my parents went to one in Savannah.
Hmm.
I don't know, though. So what's going on in the world?
Well, we all might die. So that's a thing.
No, we won't.
I know. I love your optimistic outlook, but when you have Russian power, well, actually world powers, period, we're all on the edge of our seat with nuclear buttons. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Take it all away. And the poor Ukrainians, oh my God.
I do feel bad for them.
You
I
know
feel
what?
bad for everybody that's involved. Even the Russian soldiers. They don't want to be there doing that.
Here we are in the year 2022, and people are acting like Neanderthals again. I don't understand. I don't understand. I understand that it's old dudes. No, I don't understand. I don't.
It's greed.
Is it greed?
Well, that's what you said.
I don't know anymore. I mean,
You said the reason why they were doing it is because...
no, I know Ukraine is full of natural resources, and they have that river that runs through the middle. But there's no reason for it. I from what I hear, from what I gather, and I don't believe anything the media says, and I'm sorry, media, if you're out there, but they're saying that Putin wants to put the old USSR back together, and
Gosh, I haven't heard that since, like, middle school.
I know, right? And but I mean, that's the old dudes. He's been in power since 1999, so.
Yeah, but that was like the 80s.
But could you imagine? Because of course, I'm going to look at the videos because that's what I do. They have the bomb pieces are in the playgrounds of the children's playgrounds in the cities. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, why?
What do you mean bomb pieces?
Because when the missiles come out, when they fly the big missiles in,
Yeah.
like they take out the oil fields and the airports and whatnot, it leaves the motorized piece of it. It doesn't explode with it. It falls, and they're falling in where kids are playing and stuff. It's horrible to me, and I don't see the need. Okay, go back to Troy. I'm a movie buff. Troy,
Yeah.
he goes out and he jumps up and he leaps and he stabs this big old ogre-looking dude in the neck and then he says, "I remember when kings would fight their own battles." And so I think Putin and Zelensky ought to go out there and, well, I don't know. Putin's a pretty badass, so I don't know.
Well, probably.
But anyway, let them two duke it out and leave everybody else alone. Jeez. But, I mean, I'm sorry, I know you talk, but I'm very passionate about this. If this was our home, and whether it be Russia, China, Cuba, I don't care who it is, this is our house. And we would fight, and that's what those people are doing. And I don't think that there's no escape from a cruise missile. There's no escape from you're outgunned.
Right.
And so there's nothing your Glock 9 can do against a Tomahawk missile. I don't see the point, and I never thought about having to protect ourselves as a country. And I mean, I have, and we have, but it's like, man,
No, they're fighting in people's subdivisions and streets and stuff. So to me, that's a little different.
Yeah, but that's what, I mean, they got to fight somewhere.
I know, but
Like
go
Vietnam was
fight in the desert.
Vietnam was in Vietnam. I mean, it's major cities. Iraq was in Baghdad, capital city. I mean, why are we having these? I don't understand.
Well, I don't understand the whole point of fighting itself. It's like, what is that really going to solve? Just shooting innocent people.
We have to protect. And
No, like you said, why doesn't the two leaders go and duke it out, go get in a ring, and then still, what's the point of that? I mean, it just shows that one's stronger than the other. It doesn't mean that they're going to win the country over.
no, I understand. I just think there may have been a time and a place for that when we were, less civilized, but
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any reason to go to war for any reason whatsoever.
I can't say that because we won our freedom through war, but then again, that was
Just killing innocent people, why can't you just talk it out and be done?
dude, I'm with you.
I mean, that's what I'm saying is like, why not just talk it out instead of shooting innocent people?
But so talking doesn't work. So what do you do at that point? And I'm asking, I'm not telling.
Then you just don't resolve the issue, I guess. I mean, the issues get resolved at some point.
Wait, that's what I say to you. That's what I say to you about our arguments. You're like, we got to talk it out. I'm like,
Because
no,
talking
just let it go.
gets things out.
But
and
if there's no resolution, there's no resolution. I mean, we're not going to have a war in our house, I hope. Don't you bring no Tomahawk missile in my bedroom.
oh, whatever.
But I'm just saying, that's what
No,
do you
talking,
do?
if you talk things out, then you know what people are thinking. But like wanting to go and take somebody's house from them, I mean, you can't just do that.
Apparently you can if you're Putin.
I mean, so that means we can just go over there and take our neighbor's house and just take our guns over there and say, hey, we're taking this house.
I claim it.
I mean,
They
that's pretty
speak
much
American,
what they're doing.
it is now my land.
It makes
But-
no sense to me. It just doesn't make a bit of sense of
I
why
know,
you
but
got to
I-
go shoot innocent people.
I just feel like it's all. I'm starting to think, honestly, that the entire world, there's no different countries, there's no different. I mean, yes, we speak differently, and some of us may look a little different, but I think we're all just pawns in somebody's big game.
So, you know that movie, Whoville, where they live on this little flower?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's even worse than that. I think it's people that we actually rely on and we trust with our lives, literally. So I really feel like it's all just a big ruse. There's no way it can be this way. I think certain people know, and certain people try to leak it, like Elon Musk. Thank you, sir. And other than that, I think it's just
What do you mean?
the cards on the table.
Like, what did he
Elon, he
leak?
puts little hints like direct energy. You have to watch his Twitter account to see his little hints. He basically tells us what's going on without telling us what's going on. You have to read the fine print. And when Elon says we need to get to Mars, in my mind, we need to get to Mars. There's nothing I can do, of course, but I mean, I can make a car go, but I can't make no ship go. And the whole
spaceship.
oxygen thing, yeah. We may be able to make a ship, but the oxygen, I don't think that's going to be an issue.
I think my head would explode because my ears pop.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking I thought you were thinking about it would make your head explode. But yeah, you're right. You do have that
No.
whole atmospheric pressure thing going on.
Yeah, it hurts so bad in an airplane. There's been times it just makes me want to cry. It hurts so bad.
Well, I guess that's why we're just meant to die. I don't want to.
We're all gonna die.
I know, but I don't want it to be by a nuclear. I don't want to die of radiation poison. That's going to be brutal.
No, just bomb us and just kill us instantly.
Yeah, no. I mean, no. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want it to happen. I think it's pointless. But if it is just a matter of depopulation, then that's one hell of a way to do it.
Well, they tried with the coronavirus.
No.
Yes.
No.
They were
Corona's
trying
just
to
a
kill off
cold.
people.
Corona was just a cold. Actually, they came
Yes.
out again today and said that the coronavirus was not hatched in a lab. It was most likely came from mutations in the Wuhan market. They're back to the whole bat theory.
Oh my gosh.
So
We'll never know.
we will never know.
Doesn't matter. It came upon and
Scientists
started
said that it's
and-
man-made, that there's no way it could have evolved that quickly. But then again, who knows Mother Nature? And you never know. God could want us out. Who knows?
could be. We could be living in the last year's.
Well, you've said that for the last 20 years.
No, I didn't say the end of time, because there's going to be an end of time, and then there's going to be a time after the end of time. The people that didn't go to heaven has to live on earth for 7 years of hell. And we could be in that 7 years right now.
I don't know. This ain't hell, I wouldn't think. I mean, I still kind of like my life. I don't have no regrets. And I just feel bad for people that don't love their life and have to fight about things.
Yes, but I mean, there's a lot of bad things going on in the world, so that could be. I mean, it's not going to be 7 years of living in hell forever, I don't think, but maybe. I don't know. Only God knows.
So, I mean, I still feel very fortunate that we live in America and we are free and we have the freedoms that we have. But I do think
we don't have that much freedoms anymore.
You're right. Oh, you know what? I was watching, so, I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning.
Yes, I know. Thank you for that.
I know.
Because I didn't go back to bed till 4.
I'm so sorry. I can't sleep
Slept
no more.
for an hour. No, because you're too busy on the phone watching all this stuff. It's in your head.
Well, somebody has
You're
to be
worried.
ready.
No.
No, I didn't take my medicine last night.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes,
I
you
don't think I
did. You did before you took a shower.
Oh, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe I didn't take my medicine.
But
Maybe that's
anyways,
why I
what were
can't
you going to say?
sleep. I can't remember. What was I talking about?
The coronavirus. Oh, we don't have no freedom of.
Oh, and I was I just had the TV on, and there was it was New Hampshire, and they had these game wardens. They were just going through and messing with people. It aggravates me to no
gosh.
end. It's like that person is just standing there fishing. Why go and watch? You remember when we lived on the lake, and I was out in the kayak, minding my own business, and the game warden come and harassed me.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that to me, why? There's no. What happened to?
Well, honestly, I got a different side to that, because I was at home by myself a lot while you were at work. And if there was some guy hanging out in a kayak in front of my house, I would want the game warden to go up to him.
Right, but there was no reason, there's no probable cause to pull me over.
I understand that. He came over to make sure that you wasn't fishing, but
I was in a kayak. I didn't have a fishing pole.
I know, but I'm glad he did, because it makes me realize that, hey, they're out there, and I'm here by
Oh,
myself.
they're obviously out there.
Yes, but you got to look at it at another point. What if somebody was trying to sneak into our house?
No, it was a holiday weekend. And you know what? He wouldn't have give a shit
No.
because there wasn't on a boat. It just aggravates me. Why mess with those poor people? They have no they're out enjoying their weekend. And granted, you could have two types of fishermen. You have the guys that are just going out there. We worked all week.
Just
You
go out
know,
there and have a good time, yeah.
It's not even just to have a good time. It's just to sit and unwind and get away from it. And you got to be harassed by the law. There's no reason for it. Of course, I can see it if you're like drunk and falling over and tripping in and out of the water or something, but there was no reason whatsoever. No reason for those New Hampshire people to be provoking those people, and there's no reason for them to pull me over in a freaking kayak at that.
But is it legal to be noodling?
Noodling. I wasn't noodling.
I'm
Yes,
asking
it is
you.
legal.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was. No, I'm very thankful that they did that, but I get your point too. Because if that was some strange dude trying to come up on my bank, I would have been very appreciative that they stopped him
No,
from doing
they're
that.
out there trying to get their money for their fishing license. I get that, but you don't have to. You have to have a freaking reason. I wasn't even fishing. You have to have a reason to
Well, you
mess with
did
me.
just chop a tree down into the river.
They didn't know that, but that's beside the point. Oh, you remember that? That's the day we found the little baby duck.
Yeah, and the chainsaw was literally laying right there, and I'm like, Matthew, get the chainsaw. And he brought it up there.
That poor little duck.
Oh, I know.
You
Little
want to tell the
Kusa.
people about Kusa? Little Kusa?
Yeah. Well, Mike
Somebody
was...
got a little attached to an animal.
Well, he was cutting a tree down, and it fell into the river. It wasn't supposed to, but it did. And then I look over to the right, and there's a duck in the water. And so I told him, and he got on the kayak, and it ended up being a baby duck. It looked a lot bigger than what it was.
Well, to tell the people, it was completely unrelated. It just happened to be.
No,
At
it
the same
wasn't
time.
like sitting in the tree. I mean, the ducks don't sit up in the tree like that.
Well, I know,
don't
but-
guess. But anyways, he took a big net, and it kept going through the holes in the net. It was that little. It honestly looked like a big, medium-sized duck from the house.
Oh no, it would fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
And it did fit in the palm of my hand. It was so scared, little Kusa. But it would climb up in your hair and just sit there all day and cry. Man, they cry like goats, though.
I put him in the bathtub, and he swam around. It was so cute. You never really got to see him in the bathtub.
I still don't know. Something happened to Kusa. I don't know. It could have been the chlorine in the water. I don't know. Something happened to him. He wasn't eating, and we tried everything.
We did find some corn, and he would eat the corn. He wouldn't eat worms.
Yeah, he wouldn't eat worms. He wouldn't. I don't know. He wouldn't eat vegetables.
He did good for what? We had him for like almost a week.
And to the best of our knowledge, it was one of those fish-eating ducks. It wasn't a mallard or anything like that. It was one of those ones that swim underwater.
I even put him in the worm bed.
I know, did everything. Poor little thing. Maybe that's why the mother kicked it out of the nest or something, because he was sick. That's what I'm
thinking. Because I had a cat that did that one time. Casper, my cat, it was a stray cat, and the mama cat was a stray cat, and she had kittens, and she had 3 of them, and one of them was Blackie, the one I kept, and then another one looked like Casper, and then another one, the leg was deformed, and every time that kitten would go up there to feed, she would get up and move. So I had to feed that kitten.
Yeah, because the mom,
But it didn't live. And I guess I should have took it to the
kitten
vet.
didn't either? See, that's what I'm saying.
No, I tried to keep it alive, but the mama would just walk away from it every time it would go up and nurse.
Well,
it was so weird.
Wrong with it. Mother Nature has a way.
Well, they know for somehow. Somehow they know all that information. It's an instinct for them.
So what else is going on besides Ukraine? I mean, that's been on my mind heavily. I can't stand to see that.
But you sit there and watch it all day.
You know what? All right, so my thing is,
I can't do that.
And I don't even know if you know this, but Putin come out and said that the West, which is us somehow, has caused him to put his full military, which means nukes and whatnot, on high alert. And that scares the crap out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. Because why? I mean, I don't. All right, so we went after the banking system, and tomorrow I feel like the entire, I say tomorrow, Monday, once all this has come to a head and the banks are open, I think that.
Is it not Monday there?
No, but it's going to be our banking system. It's going to be they go by 9 o'clock on Eastern time.
Oh.
So when that opens, we'll see exactly what happens. I think it's going to be ugly. I'm not looking forward to it. But like I told you, we'll put some money aside and then we'll buy some. I mean, I don't want to see things go bad, but they do.
Put money in the stock market.
Yeah. Once it's bad, but every time I put money in the stock market,
it crashes.
Bad goes the worse.
So everybody go buy something.
Yes, when I buy, then that's when you know to sell.
No, that's when you wait and it goes down even further.
That's what I'm saying. Sell.
And then you panic and you sell and you've lost all your money.
I know, and then it starts.
And then it goes right back up.
Yeah, every time.
You panic, which I get it. I was panicking.
It goes back to when I first started the stock market. AMD got me. I paid $12 a share for it, in which now I know if you look at AMD and it's $100 a share, that seems silly, and that's how it plays on your emotions. So it went from, I bought it at 12, it went to 15. I was so happy.
Yeah.
So I kept buying it, put all my money into it. And then it's like, I think my average at that point was around $14. And then suddenly it went to 9. I freaking panicked and I sold, and then it went right back up, and now it's $97 a share. Same thing with Roku. So I quit. But I learned from that, even though it cost me a lot of money, is when you wait until I say it's bad, but it's never not bad. So they're building the fence around the capital city in Washington, D.C. right now.
We've had a fence.
Apparently the truckers and the convoy for freedom, which I don't really understand because they're lifting the mandates. So I guess I should research that more, but Ukraine has taken all my time. But we have a convoy of trucks, which like they had in Canada, heading to Washington, D.C.
Right.
And Washington don't want them there because they shut down Ottawa.
What are they going to do, put them orange barricades up?
Apparently they're putting fences up, and they're just...
There was a fence around the White House.
They brought in 700 reservists in to direct traffic. They're just going to make it where they can't block the city.
Oh, so all the politicians can still have to go to work.
Yeah, I don't think they ever leave anymore. They're so busy.
I'm sure they do.
That's the hierarchy.
I don't know. I couldn't be a politician.
So what's going on in woman world?
Woman world?
Woman world.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What kind of woman world?
I don't know. Is The Bachelor doing anything or anything going on with that kind of stuff?
You think I watched The Bachelor?
Well, that's your job. I do politics and you do current affairs.
No, I do not.
You got to keep up.
I don't watch The Bachelor. That's like one of the not great shows in the world.
I'm ready to get that chicken, man.
Well, you got to cook it.
It's marinating.
You have to cook it.
It's marinating. I'm going to do this show, then I'm going to cook it.
At least you're cooking.
So, what else we got going on? We got some questions for today? Oh, you know what? Did you get the phone number out? Okay, everybody. The phone number is 706-409-2188. 706-409-2188. Or give us a call at Let's Talk About... No, I'm sorry. Give us a call, yes, but... or text.
Or you could email us at letstalkaboutsquat@gmail.com.
Let's talk about what?
Squat.
Squat. Let's talk about squat@gmail.com.
So what movie did you watch this week?
Ooh, Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You liked it?
I did like it. I write stuff myself, and I feel like when I see something that is going one direction, and then I see the writer just totally, I feel like they got lost in their own story. And
No, but
either they're coming up with a part 2, because that whole Gozer scene, I mean, why would you not make a villain? I don't understand why they didn't make the villain. I think that's what bothers me most about it.
what do you mean Gozer scene?
You don't remember the first Ghostbusters?
From the 80s?
Well, we don't want to ruin it for people, but yes, the one from the 80s.
No, I really don't. I'd have to watch it again.
Well, anyway,
I only remember bits and pieces.
the main
of
villain, Gozer, all right, so Gozer becomes the destroyer of the world through whatever your imagination comes up with. And your first thought is what he comes back and destroys the world at, which Gozer is male or female, either one. And last time it was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which was a giant marshmallow was going to destroy the world. And then
Right.
they crossed the streams and saved the world. Thank you, guys. Ghostbusters. But in this one, they just had the regular Gozer. Gozer is that lady, but she didn't come the destroyer of the world, that's what I was waiting for the whole time. As soon as they said gatekeeper and lockmaster, I knew exactly what the story was,
Right.
but they never did. Or maybe they were trying to change it up, but I still think they could have went a long way with that story.
But if it would have went the way you predicted it, then it would have been predictable.
No, because the whole time I was waiting to see what was going to be the monster, the destroyer of the world.
I was just waiting for Ghost, and it
so
took like 2 hours to see a ghost.
Well, we knew the ghost was there by the machine, though.
Right. But I will say that little girl in there did really good.
She did.
She actually
was
looked
excellent.
like her grandfather on TV at some points. They did good casting her to make her look like she had resemblance of the grandfather.
I think it was just makeup, but
No, it was just her. There was one point I was like, wow, she does look like him.
I
Just
think
one
it was just
scene.
makeup. I think you wouldn't even recognize that little girl from that part
What do you mean?
in real life.
Yeah, you would.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't even think you would recognize her. But I think she did an absolutely amazing job. And child actors have a big shoes to fill when it comes to things like that. But I felt everything about her. I felt the reserved person she was trying to portray.
You know what aggravates me the most, though?
What's that?
Whenever they have people on TV with glasses. The
Oh, you see the
glasses.
reflection.
No, they always end up at the bottom of their nose, and that aggravates me so bad. Because I wore glasses, and I could not stand them being anywhere but where they're supposed to be. And that's just every movie I've ever seen, when it's a nerd, I guess, the glasses are always like down here, and they're always pushing them up.
That's the whole point. I have to push mine up all the time.
Yeah, but you don't let them get all the way down to the tip of your nose.
That's because I can't see.
Well, that's just it just aggravates me.
But I think that's
can't
the
stand
whole
seeing it.
portrayal of that part.
The
is
whole
you-
portrayal of being a nerd is
Yeah.
pushing them up.
Poindexter did. In the middle, too. You can't do it on the side.
Yeah. I don't know. It's to me, it's just aggravating to see anybody like that. Even in real life, I'm like, push your glasses up. I guess because it always aggravated me when mine would fall down.
Well, you had the LASIK. You're good now. You don't wear glasses anymore.
I do not.
Now
It has
just
been.
us poor people have to have them.
I got that done in 2009. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
I thought you were supposed to have it done every 10 years.
No, it's forever.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. I don't think I would do it again. Yeah, I probably would. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done. What was the best thing you ever spent your money on?
Money?
Yeah, that was the best thing I ever spent money on.
The best thing I ever spent money on was getting my tubes tied.
You don't have tubes, dear.
Or whatever.
A vasectomy.
Oh, I had tubes. I seen them. They're tubes. But yeah, probably.
You
I would
think so?
that. Yes, I don't want to. I don't know. I mean, joking aside, I don't know, that was pretty good. But I guess I would say my tools. I love my tools.
Your tools?
My tools. That's what makes my living, man. I can buy tools with more tools.
So what about Free Guy? You saw Free Guy.
Free Guy. No, I'm not happy with Free Guy.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it so much.
Why not?
And you know, Ryan Reynolds is my man.
I know you have a man crush on him.
I do.
But what didn't you like about it?
I don't know. I just something didn't sit right. I could have. You know, when I watch a movie, I want to get into the movie, and I think the story went all over the place. Because it went from him being a character, the NPS,
Right.
to the creator of the game, and then to them having an alternative world within a game. It was too much, I think. I didn't like the story.
Yeah.
So it just kept pulling me from one story into another story, and then back to another story. And I personally, I don't like that in a movie.
No, because you don't even like watching This Is Us.
Right. So
Because of the.
yes, the flashbacks and all. It
But we
takes me
have to
out.
watch them.
Ew.
I'm waiting for all of them to
Ew.
do.
I like Kevin, but that's it.
Yeah, you have a man crush on Kevin too.
Why it's not man crush? It's
Oh, you do. You do. But it got a little political.
well,
for
everything's
me.
gonna be political right now, and everybody's just trying to cover their ass, really.
Yes, but whenever you watch something, you don't want to be in the real world. You want to be in the fake world. That's why you watch movies and.
I know. I you know, because you know me, I like to write, but they always tell me is like, why would someone pay to watch your story of a normal life? So like when you base your, you know, where your story is at, where your story is taking place, don't put it in, you know, Louisville, or you don't put it in a common place. Put it somewhere that people would pay to go, and it makes the story more interesting. You understand?
Kind of.
Don't put it in a
but-
common spot, unless it's just an extraordinary story. But
Yeah, but look at The Middle. You know the lady. You know you've watched The Middle.
that's hilarious.
I know, but it's like literally out in the middle of nowhere. In the
Tell you
middle.
a story that surprises me, and I can't remember the name. Goldbergs.
I was gonna say
That
that.
story surprises. It
I
always
like
surprises
it.
me.
I actually kind of want to watch all of them.
Because it's literally dumb as shit, but it's like the best stories that you see, and they're
well, it's
always-
about real life stuff.
I guess I don't know. I like it.
But I want to watch all of them to see, because I just never got into it. I never really sat down and watched it. I was like, oh, this looks stupid. And then I actually watched it, and I was like, this is actually really good.
All right, so the stories of my life is, you know me, I wake up early. I always have.
Yes, but not 2 o'clock early.
But it's like in the old days, the only thing that came on in the mornings
Oh
was
my
Married with
gosh.
Children.
Yes, I know.
And you know what? I seen every episode, but the other day they had
That could have been a blooper or
no.
an
It was
after.
Anthrax was on Married with Children, but for the life of me, I don't remember Anthrax ever.
Oh
being
my
on
gosh, you
Married
don't
with Children.
remember something
I know, right?
from a movie or a TV show?
I don't get it. I think it's
Why did you like Married with Children so much? One of my friends loved it, and I just didn't never understand why.
it wasn't really that. It was just I get tired of watching the news. I don't believe anything that comes on the news.
I know, but you watch the news all day.
I watch it for the weather.
YouTube is
I
not
know,
the weather.
that is because I don't believe anything in any of the stories. I always feel like it's all big manipulation, and they're deterring us from seeing what was really going on. And
Yes, I agree.
And I don't believe it's anything that we would even really probably notice. But
No, but speaking of the news, you know how you talk about people desensitizing their children by watching certain things on TV and movies and
video games,
video games and stuff like that. But you know how, like, the first school shooting, like, everybody's in shock and freaking out, and now it just seems like, oh, there's another school shooting.
And
that's where I'm at on school shootings. But now it's to the point to where people are just driving by shooting people, which has always freaked me out. Just driving down the road, down the interstate, people are shooting people.
But that's the news, and
I know, but I mean, it's just, to me, it seems like it's getting more common. And then it still freaks me out. I don't like driving beside somebody because of that, and I don't try to look at anybody in the car while I'm driving for that reason and for another reason. And I feel like it's gonna get to the point to where it isn't gonna bother me anymore that people are just driving by shooting you in the cars and killing kids and shooting babies.
Well, it's the Wild Wild West. But what you got to think is we've always had those problems. People have always been crazy.
Not like this, though.
Oh,
shooting,
see what they're
driving
doing
down the road, shooting.
All right, so
road rage has gotten worse.
I'm not going to go political on you, but I do feel as though there is an agenda and to banish guns,
but they've been trying to do that for years.
I understand that, but what happens is they have those stories, and they're pulling stories from all parts of the world. I mean, it's always been there. There's always been nuts, and there's always going to be nuts. But they're pulling those stories from different parts of the world. They make it look local, even though it's not local.
On our local news?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. They're doing. I seen it the other day. I was like, this is in Louisville. I was like, oh, well, why is it even on our local news? But I think they're doing that to...
Yeah, but the ones I'm talking about were in our city.
Oh, we got some crazy-ass people here in the ATL. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I know. But it bothers me that, the little cute baby that got shot, and
that's sad.
they found the suspected killer, the one that shot her.
I know, and you know what?
That was
sucks, because everybody's life is ruined over that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was an accident. They didn't walk up and shoot the baby in the face, but yes, they were not.
I don't remember I think it was a drive-by.
Yeah,
I think she was in the car, and he drove by and was shooting something. I don't know, and it killed her.
That's the dumbest shit. I mean, like, when we were kids, I ain't gonna lie, we shot some stuff, but, not
But you weren't
near
driving down
houses.
the car.
Yeah, well, we were actually driving in a car, but we were on country roads and stuff.
No, I watched this one show, and the whole series, at the very last 10 seconds or a minute of the show, like, summed up everything, and it just got me, and it still sticks with me. It was like, I think there was 7 seasons, and from the very first seasons, it was about cops and, like, detectives and stuff like that, and that one decision that one person made ruined everything for everybody up until that last episode. And that last episode, somebody killed themselves because of 7 seasons ago they made that one choice. Right. And that's always stuck with me. It's like that one decision or one choice that you make in life determines your whole life.
And everything. And that's what when you ask me if I want to change anything about my past, I'd say no, because it would scare the hell out of me. What would happen to my present if I changed my past?
Yeah, but just more like, what do you regret not doing, I guess, or...
That's what I'm saying. I mean, nothing. I mean, I always wanted to go to the military, and I freaking enlisted 4 times. They won't take me. And there's always been a reason, and I will say it's because of the choices that I made. Speaking of that, I had kids too young, and my education wasn't.
Yeah, but
what it
if you were married
with
kids, and they don't care anymore.
They don't care anymore, but back then they had a surplus.
Back in the 60s.
You had to have a college,
a
degree to get in the military, but nowadays they, But I don't know, I haven't tried.
Every decision and every thing that you do can change your whole life in an instant.
Yeah, it can. Well, going to the store. Like,
just one little lie, though, can change. Not like, hey, I drank a Coke and it was really a Sprite. No, that's not going to change your life. But just I don't know. I just think about all these people like dealing drugs, and I don't know. It's like that one decision and that one lie could totally ruin your life.
Yeah, it could. I mean, look at my oldest son. What's funny is he did all those years in the military. He got out. 2 weeks later, he gets shot in a gas station parking lot in his hometown. That's the silliest. I mean, he'd been to every country on the globe and goes home and gets shot. That's to me, that's just how bad it is.
Yeah.
But then again, if you take guns from everyone, the only people that are going to have guns are criminals. So it would take so many years.
Why do you say that, though?
Because they're not going to give up their guns. They stole half the ones they have now. They're criminals. I mean...
Yeah, but I mean, there's people out there that don't have them registered. So how would they know that you have them?
Exactly. That's the criminals. That's what I'm saying. But they're not going to... Oh, man, I don't know. That's just a... But see, then again, it's like, look at Ukraine. They had to go and give all their citizens guns to help defend the country. So...
Yeah, just
some people say the reason that they don't... I mean, it's said that the reason that they don't... that we've never been invaded is because our whole population
has guns. And they're going to go cray-cray
not
on
just
them.
one. There's more guns in America than there is in probably
in
the whole
military.
world. I mean, think about it.
Yes, but okay, so put this thought out there. So if they came over here, all them criminals, are they going to go run and hide, or are they going to help us?
I'm sure they would help us.
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
You're such a liar.
I swear to God.
You didn't just fart?
No. I swear there's a chicken in the house.
No, it's not.
I think so.
You just farted.
I swear to God I didn't fart. Mistake.
I could tell by the look on your face.
I did not. There's a chicken in the house. I'm telling you. Something's upstairs. I'll be right back. So how do you guys as an audience feel about the war in Ukraine? Or the world in general? Let's talk about Squat. Phone number 706-409-2188. Text or call, and we will give you a call on air. We'll set up an interview. Or you can call us. We'll set up a time, whichever you prefer. I was talking to the customers.
Customers?
Yes.
They're not customers.
Well, Misty, do you have any plans this week?
Yes.
Oh, what's going on?
I think we're going to go to Oklahoma for a day.
What? When?
Thursday and Friday.
Don't you think it's pretty important that you tell your husband that you're leaving town and going
Well, I told you we were going to
1,000
go.
miles away?
I told you we were going to go.
No, you didn't. When?
Yeah. Like a week ago.
Oh, my goodness.
It was when her birthday was around. I said, yeah, I think we're going to go.
Oh, I thought you should have went on her birthday. But why are you going on Thursday and Friday?
I was going to go Monday and Tuesday.
I wish I could go with you.
I know. We should have went before you started work.
I know. Yeah, I'm on call 24 hours a day.
But we're going to leave Thursday and come back Friday. Oh, and then I have a half marathon Saturday. Yay.
Well, you better hope the world's still here.
It will be.
Don't put things off. Yes, that's right, people. Don't put things off. We're in
Keep
the middle.
living your life
We could be in the middle of World War III here.
and enjoying it.
Yes, and I wish I would have went and seen my little baby girl before I started this job. Honestly.
Yeah, I think.
Because she's a YouTube star. She needs some help with her setup.
Hopefully next time there will be no war next time we talk.
I know, right? So, remember, guys.
706
409.
2188 is
That's
our
the
number. So call us, text us,
Or email.
email us.
Let's talk about squat@gmail.com.
Yeah, it was good talking to y'all.
All right,
Peace
guys.
out.
Peace out. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.